Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunattu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. See, this is the idea. We see a world in front of us. We think we are this body, mind, and we always consider the jiva is inside the body and the world is outside. So, this bheda between the jiva and the jagat. And then we think there must be a creator who must have created all this. So, Ishvara. This is what we generally think. But here, the great masters, like Shankara says, it is not like that. They say, since you identify with the body and your attention is only on the nama rupa, the name and form, you think this way. But if you withdraw your attention from the nama rupa or the body identification, and when you abide in the true self, which is the core of your personality, from there if you see, everything is Brahman only. Meaning, the world what you see is also not other than you. It is the self only. The self is Brahman. The self only. Or whatever Ishvara you have considered, he is also not other than the self. So everything is one, the Brahman, the self. So when you look at the Nama-Rupa standpoint, then one has to negate everything is unreal. We will go back to that example. If you consider yourself to be the individual pot, instead of identifying the mud, individual pot, then you say, no, this is not you, this is not you. Because this individual pot, when you consider, the other pots are not you. So we say, no, it's all imagination, give it up. But once when you identify with the substratum, with the mud, then you understand, I am the self of all pots, all mud pots. So this is the idea. So sometimes they say neti, not this, it's all unreal, they say. Sometimes they say iti, everything is Brahman. We get confused, Sometimes they say this, sometimes they say that, what they want to actually say. The problem is the acharyas also have got great difficulty because the truth is so subtle and our identification is so strong with the body-mind. It's very difficult to explain to us. So, when you are identified with the body and when you are only attached to the names and forms in the world outside, then you create the bheda, and when you sort of in that kind of a state, ignorant state, then they have to tell you, no, give it up. Give up this attachment to the names and forms. Give up the attachment to the body and mind. Now try to see your true self. So when you know the self, then the vision is very clear. There is nothing other than the self. Other than Brahma Tattvam, there is nothing. See, but reaching this point is not that easy, that simple. It takes a lot of efforts, sadhana and everything, let us say. So when you too much emphasize on neti, the seekers become little bit, negative and bitter and some sort of thing. because they don't understand the crux of the story. So even while they are living in the world, they are asked to see everything as God. Iti iti also side by side is emphasized. All is the divine only. This is bhakti language actually, but still it helps. See, though whether you consider all is Brahman, all is Paramatma, the God, everything is same only. The idea is same. So they say, whenever you transact with the world, you see everybody as the same divine principle and respect everybody. You know, treat them very nicely. As you treat yourself, you treat others. So all those things are said when you transact with the world. But when you are with yourself, you say neti neti and try to reach the self. Both are actually complementary, not contradictory. You understand the idea? So as I said other day, the adhishthanam, Satchit Anandam is there. On that Namarupa comes and goes. We don't see this adhishthanam, we see only the Namarupa. And our idea is what? This Namarupa is independent. The world is independent. That is why they say, no, it is not independent as you think. When you think that it is independent of the adhishthanam, it is only aropitam. It is only an illusion. No, it is not. So they try to attract your attention towards the adhishthanam. Once when you know the adhishthanam, you find that there is nothing other than the adhishthanam. When you see the snake, they say, no, snake is just an illusion of your own mind, created by your own mind. You see the rope. When you see the rope, then you see everything as rope only, and the vision of the snake disappears. So this is what we have to understand carefully. If this is understood, then all these things are not that difficult actually. If we don't understand this, then enamo chakkar maar irukum. They are trying to do this, that, everything. What is this? So with this understanding, we shall try to see these verses. We shall read the verse 231 onwards. 2-3 verses we will read for the continuity. Brahmaiveda Vishwam Ityeva Vani Shrauti Bhrute Tarvanishta Varishtha Tasmadedat Brahma Matram Hi Vishwam Nadishtanat Bhinnataropitasya Satyam Yadisya Jagade Dadatmanaha Anantatvahanir Nigama Pramanata Tvahani Nigama Pramanata Asatyavaditvam apishitu syat Naitatrayam sadhuhitam mahatmanam Ishvaro vastu tatvajnaha Nachaham teshvavastitaha Nachamastani bhutani Ityevameva vyachiklipat. So Brahmaivedam Vishwam Ityeva Vani. This Vishwam, this world is nothing but Brahman only. It is not other than the substratum, the Brahman. It is Brahman only. Vani Shrauti Bhrutehe, meaning what? This is the scriptural statement. Brahma eva idam Vishwam. This comes in Mundaka Upanishad, that comes in the Atharvana Veda. Atharva Anishta Varishta. Tasmad edat Brahma Matram Hi Vishwam. Again it is asserted. Brahma Matram Hi Vishwam. This world is nothing but Brahman only. From where? From the Adhisthana standpoint. Adhishthanat Abhinnataha Aropitasya. This Aropitam, The superimposed is not other than the actual adhisthana, substratum. The snake is not other than the rope. So therefore, it is said this Vishwam is Brahman only. But when you attach to the names and forms, and when you think you are separate, the world is separate, and Ishvara is sitting somewhere, then they say this idea is false. It is not separate, it is not the other than you. Once when you reach the self, then the vision is clear. Everything is Brahman only. So if you consider the world to be Satyam, yes, individual entities independent of the Brahman, then what? Then the world will limit the Brahman, and then Brahman will become finite. Whatever is finite will perish. This is not acceptable.
An error in this 232.
Okay, we'll see. So then what happens? This Brahman will become a limited entity. So it will perish. And not only that, it becomes, the scriptures are all false. That is not accepted. Scriptures are the right means of knowledge to know the self. And also it means the Bhagavan who revealed the scripture is also a liar. All these three are not accepted by the great Mahatmas. Therefore you cannot say the world is real or independent of the Brahman. When you say the Brahman alone is, then everything is Brahman. You understand? Also in Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna has said, what he has said? First he has said in the 9th chapter, they are in me, I am not in them. Meaning what? They have an existence because of me, but I am not influenced by them. They are in me, I am not in them. But going one step further, from the absolute standpoint he says, actually speaking, they are also not in me, I am also not in them. Meaning, from the self standpoint, there is nothing other than it. Therefore the whole world is negated there. So he says, no, I am also not in them, they are also not in me. I am my own self, pure. So this is what Ishvara says. So he has negated the world as a separate entity. And he said only the Paramatma, the Brahman alone is. So everywhere it is established that Brahman alone is. You understand? But if you see a world other than the Brahman, then it is your own mind's projection. Like seeing the ghost in the post. So this is what they are trying to establish. This much if you understand is enough now. Okay, no need to confuse ourselves. Because yesterday, late morning, I was a little concerned because you people were little looking, as if lost. This also is said, that also is said. What is this? Like that. So only I am trying to explain to you. Okay, now move on to the 234th verse. Yadi satyam bhaved vishwam sushupta vrupalabhyatam. What is that? Jagadagniji? Sushupta? No, vru or what is that? Vu. Vru illa, vu dani. Here it is vru potruk. Okay. Sushupta upalabhyatam yennopalabhyate kinchit ato sattva swapnavan mrisha ato sat swapnavan mrisha. Okay. Yadi satyam bhaved vishwam sushupta upalabhyatam yennopalabhyate kinchid ato sat swapnavan mrisha. Another logic and reasoning for you. Yadi satyam bhaved vishwam. If you think the vishwam, the world, is real by its own, meaning irrespective of the adhisthana. If you see it is a separate entity, it is real. If you argue that way, sushupta upalabhyatam, then it should be available in the deep sleep also. See? Meaning if you say satyam, satyam means what? Which is available in all the three periods of time. It cannot be negated. That is called a satyam according to our scriptural understanding. Satyam means not what we think Satyam, no? Unmaye pesu, poi pesu, adallam Satyam kudayadu. Satya means which cannot be negated in all three periods of time, in all the three states of experiences. If you say the world is real, then it should be available even in the deep sleep. Where has it gone in the deep sleep? Please analyze your own experience. In the deep sleep, you don't perceive any world. But maybe after you wake up, somebody else can say, that is the waking mind, can tell you that there has been a world, but that is only a waking experience, waking input. It is not your own experience of the deep sleep. So therefore, it is not available in the deep sleep. Yenna upalabhyate kinchid ataha asat swapnavan mrisha. In the deep sleep, nothing is perceived. Yenna upalabhyate kinchid, nothing is perceived. Ataha, therefore, asat, this world is not real by itself as an independent entity. Asat, swapnavan mrisha, it is false like the dream only. Dream, we all agree, false. But the world is very much sitting on our head, very real. Because you know why? We are so attached to this world. We are so scared to give it up. Because with great efforts we have gathered all this around us. With so much of effort and hard work we have gathered all this. And we feel this only can give us security, joy and everything. We don't want to lose it. So we want to assert that it is real. When the scripture says it is unreal, we are very scared or little shaken. But you know what? You may not lose anything, don't worry. But only thing is, if you understand it is all Brahman, you enjoy it. That is why tena tyaktena bhunjitaha. You give it up, the attachment towards the Nama Rupa, and then as Brahman, you enjoy everything. See, this is the Ishavasya Upanishad's first mantra. Ishavasya idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagad. Everything is Brahman. That's what he said. Tena tyaktena bhunjitaha. Give up the attachment to the Nama Rupa, to the individual, parts. That's what it means. Parts mean individual things and beings. Then enjoy. Ma gradaha kasya siddhanam. Whose wealth after all this? So, yenna upalabhyate kinchit ataha asat. Therefore, the world is asat. Swapnavat, like a dream. Mrisha, it is false. So, again and again, see, even in the world outside, even in the ordinary world, day-to-day experience, when you have this idea that everything is not as real as we think, we will not become very serious about things. And the konjama and the idu poyidum. Then we can regain our composure always, and we can be balanced, not swayed by anything. We think everything is so real. That is why we get so affected, influenced. Wherever you get attached, you suffer because of that. That is why it is said, Asayaramin, Isanodayinam Asayaramin. Even if you are attached to God, you will suffer. That is what is the truth. Why he is not giving me darshan? To the other person, he is so benevolent. To me only, he is always like this, benevolent. Kadavul kudukati porar, boitu porar, penna. If he is not blessing me, let him go. See? If you say that way, then there is no problem. See, you should not be a big beggar anywhere, Going and begging love from everybody, begging this, begging that. Not worth it to beg love from anybody. Be independent. Be your own self. Be your own master. Don't ask anybody anything. Because Sadguru is in your heart, the Atma, the self. The guidance is there from within. And the Sadguru's potential power is Maya or the Amba. She is, see, what is she? Anandakari, Vara Abhayakari, Saundarya Ratnakari. So, why should you go and beg from anybody anything? You are self-sufficient. Purna Vastu. Nothing lacking in you. So, be that and don't sympathize with this personality which is false. Always the dukkha is because we sympathize with the personality. எனக்கு எனக்குன்னு சொல்றதெல்லாம் பொய்யான நான். அந்த பொய்யான நான் போய் தொலைன்னு தானே பாடுபடுறோம் இல்லையா? So why should you sympathize with this nonsensical ego self? Ego self is false. The attachment to the world is all false. Whatsoever it may be. Attachment is false. So we create, we get attached and we suffer. We create the relationship in the world outside. We get very fascinated because of our likes and dislikes. We get fascinated, we get attached, and then we suffer. So therefore, if this can be applied even in our day-to-day life, the world is not that real as we think. Only the Swarupam is real. So whatever happens is fine. If it doesn't happen, really fine. Everything is fine. So you are happy always. Moving on to the 235th verse. Ataprutam nasti jagat paratmanaha prutak pratitistu mrusha gunadivat आरोपितस्यास्ति किमर्थवत्ता अधिष्ठानमाभाति तथा भ्रमेण. See, Adi Shankara would not leave you. He will hammer again and again the same idea till it goes into us. He says, Ataha, therefore, Prutang nasti jagat paratmanaha. This jagat, this world, Prutang nasti is not separate from paratmanaha, from the absolute, from the paratma, the Brahman or the true self. It is not different. Prutang na asti. It is not existing something separately. Prutak pratitistu, pratitiimstu. Suppose if you see existing as separate, suppose if you see it is all existing separate, just like that, it means mrusha, it is all false understanding, your own delusion, it is not true. Gunadivat, gunas means, you know, this gunas, 3 gunas or whatever. Can they exist apart from the self? Self means oneself. Oneself means what? The jiva, it cannot. So gunas cannot play here just like that. Gunas always play within oneself only, na? So like that, the world cannot be seen as separate from the Paratma. You understand? Aropitasya asti kim arthavatta. And the superimposed has got what meaning? By itself, superimposed has got no meaning. The snake vision is false. That is the superimposed on the actual rope. So this aropitasya means the superimposed. Asti kimarthavarta. What meaning has it got? In fact, adhishtanam abhadi tatha brahmena. The adhishtanam, the substratum, the Brahman itself is appearing as this superimposed also, in fact. Adhishtanam abhati tata brahmena. Because of delusion, this adhishtanam only is appearing as the superimposed. The rope is only appearing as the snake. The Brahman only is appearing as the world. So, therefore, if you say the world is there as a separate entity, it is all mrisha, false. If you say the world is Brahman only, then it is fine. If you say the world is separate existence other than Brahman, then it is false. You understand? If you say the mud pot is mud only, then it is fine. If you say with the I don't know about the mud and all, I see only the pot is there. So this pot is different, that pot is different, that pot is different. If you say that, then there is a problem in your understanding. You understand? This is the idea. So, mud alone is appearing as a mud pot. Apart from the mud, there is no mud pot. So, therefore, apart from Brahman, there is no world. So, therefore, whatever is appearing in the world is Brahman only. Whatever is appearing in pot is mud only. You understand? இது ஒரு சின்ன விஷயம். இதை போட்டு ரொம்ப குழப்பிக்க ஒன்றுமே இல்லை. ரொம்ப திங்க் பண்ணக்கூடாது ஆக்சுவலாக. See, that is why it is not everybody's cup of tea. Those who can really think very deeply and can understand coolly, for them only. Those who are superficial level thinkers, for them always is ennada there is a Tamil song also, cinema song. It's saying that Puriyamal ponale Vedantam. When you understand something, it is Siddhantam. Siddhantam means Saiva Siddhantam. When you don't understand anything, it is Vedantam. It is said that way. இவங்கெல்லாம் குழப்பவாதிகள். Means they go on confusing people. They themselves are confused and they go on confusing people. They say this one time, that one time, and then they negate everything. They say everything is. So they are kuழப்பவாதிஸ். See, the Mahatmas are not kuழப்பவாதிஸ். We are குழம்பி போய் கிடக்கும். We are confused totally. So therefore it's so simple, very clear. If you think this world to be separate other than Paramatma, then it is false. When you say there is nothing except Brahman, you are right. Because the Adhisthana means the substratum only is appearing as a superimposed, nothing else. Superimposed by itself has got no meaning. That is what is said in these words. Bhrantasya yadhyat brahmata pratitam brahmaiva taddat rajatam hi shuktihi idam taya brahma sadhaiva rupyate aropitam brahmani nama matram. Thank God he is concluding this with this verse. What he is saying? Bhrantasya yadyat brahmataha pratitam. See, for the person who is deluded, Bhrantasya, out of delusion, Brahmataha, yadyat pratitam, this world is appearing as an independent entity. The Nama Rupa Jagat is appearing as an independent entity for the deluded one. Because he is unable to see the substratum. So he says only the world is. And the world is independent. As separate entity. Brahmaiva tattat. In fact, it is what? Everything is Brahman only. The self only. Brahman means the self always. True self only. Like what? Rajatam hi shuktihi. When you see silver, it is nothing but shuktihi, mother of pearl only. Actually, what you are saying is mother of pearl only. You only misunderstand as silver. Who can help? So, the pearl has not become silver. Pearl power, innocent pearl. But you see a silver, and then who can you blame? So, even when you are seeing it as a silver, it is nothing but pearl only. Is that not so? Mother of pearl only. So, idam taya brahmaiva sadaiva rupyate. As this world also, Brahman only shining always. Aropitam brahmani nama matram. But in Brahman, the superimposed, the nama matram, the world of names and forms are superimposed. Or the world is nothing but nama matram. Chuma or pechikudad. You call it names, that's all. You call Brahman names, then it is world. So when you don't talk to others or to yourself, maunam, then there is no world, there is only Brahman. When there are no thoughts, when you don't comment, then dekho, suno, mat bolo. See, hear, but don't utter a word, talk. Don't comment. Inside also, don't chatter. When there are no thoughts, when you don't call names, then this Nama Rupa is Brahman only. If you start, through the mind, through thoughts, if you start calling names, then you break everything. and everything, the samsara begins. Therefore, in fact, what is the truth? This world is nama matram only. Actually, it is Brahman only. If you say it is a world, it is nama matram only. In fact, it is Brahman only. Therefore, please understand, Adi Shankara is not actually a Mayavadi. Saying that everything is illusion, everything is in the world is illusion. He says everything is Brahman. But our stupidity, we identify with one body, one mind, and we alienate everything else. Like the pot identifying one akara, one name and form, and alienating other pots. In fact, everything is made of mud. Mud alone is satyam. If it realizes its oneness with the mud, it doesn't see everything else as something else, as one's own self. See? As I told you the other day, this king, he enters every day before going out into his mirror palace, or a room he has built, a special room full of mirror every side. He enters before going out. Why? He looks himself at the mirror and he could see every angle, see everywhere himself only. So he just touches up his makeup and all, and then he is happy, and then he goes. He was having a dog. He was never allowing the dog inside, but the dog was very curious. What is there inside? Why is he not allowing? He is even allowing me into his bedroom. I can even sleep on his bed. Why he is not allowing me into this mirror, this room, special room? So one day he has not closed it properly. Like when we don't close it properly, monkeys invade. Yeah. So then the dog entered. Then it saw other dogs there. Hare Rama, this is why he is not allowing me. So he is sort of having other dogs also here. So many dogs there. It got so frightened. Means everywhere dog only. Started barking. Then all the dogs started barking. It just rushed. It just attacked. All the dogs started attacking this. And this dog, in its confusion, it just fainted and it fell down. So when you see there are so many dogs, then there is competition, there is fight, and there is quarrel, and you lose your peace and you die. When you know yourself only is reflected everywhere, you enjoy. Is that not so? See, this experience I got recently. When I had gone to Dallas, there is a museum of illusions. Have you gone there? I don't know. Beautiful museum there. There they have built a small room full of mirrors everywhere. So this example I could see it there. When I entered into it, all myself only. Every direction myself only. Sahasra Shisha Purjaha, Sahasrakshas Sahasrapat. Myself only everywhere. I saw my Vishwarupa Darshana. Then I remembered this story. If a dog has entered into this room, what would have happened? It would have thought, oh my God, there are so many dogs. Is that not so? So when you know that you yourself are there in everything, everywhere, you enjoy. There is no sort of conflict. The love and compassion is natural. But if you see other, then always there is a fear, there is a fight. This is what our Mahatmas are saying. Don't see everything as other. That is false. That is what is false. Because the fact is everything is you only. Start seeing everything as you, then there is so much of peace. There is so much of harmony. There is so much of love. Then it becomes Satya Loka. Our Loka only becomes Satya Loka. Otherwise, no Kali Mutti Padu. Kali has started, it's going to become worse. We are seeing the signs of it, right? The third world war is looming. Everywhere conflict. And AI is coming. We don't know. If we don't handle it properly, it may create more trouble for us. So, Kali, if you see yourself, there is no strife. What is the strife actually? The basic strife is whatever I think is the right thing, whatever you think is stupid. My God is great, your God is stupid. My ideas are superior, your ideas are stupid. This is the fight. Actually, there is so much of intolerance. Actually, there is no tolerance, there is no appreciation of the diversity in unity, unity in diversity. So therefore, all the Mahatmas are saying, if you think everything is different than yourself, that is Mrisha. When you see everything as self, that is right. That is the right vision. So actually, they are very compassionate. Adi Shankara, if you understand him properly, he is not a Mayavadi or saying everything is false, therefore commit suicide. Everything is false means what? Hang yourself. It's not that. Everything is Brahman. Enjoy. Bliss, the bliss. So you enjoy. There is nothing to suffer. That is what is our master saying. It's a very positive philosophy. In fact, this is the positive philosophy. Seeing oneself everywhere. One Brahman everywhere. Not to differentiate, not to discriminate, not to put down anybody. That is our. See, this can happen in that level only. Unfortunately, the communists and others, what they think, this kind of equality can be brought in the Vyavahara. Vyavahara cannot be brought in because there are differences in the Vyavahara. See, it is stupidity, you know. That is why Gurudev beautifully said once. You know what Gurudev said? If you are 25 years of age, if you are not a communist, you don't have a heart. If you are 35, 40, and still if you are a communist, you don't have head. You don't have head. Male Madi Gali. Meaning what? It's an utopian dream sort of thing. It cannot happen in the world, Vyavaharik, because the person who is sattvic or very smart, rajasic, very smart and very intelligent, he will not be satisfied with whatever meager you give him, like you pay a ordinary sort of a worker. Worker, only that much is capacity, that much only he can do. You cannot make a worker an intelligent person. You cannot make an intelligent person to sort of do that kind of a menial jobs. They are different. In the Vyavahara, they are different. The person who conceives, plans, he is always superior. That is Brahmana means what? Who can think and conceive and who can execute is a CEO. He is a Kshatriya. They are different class. And everybody cannot make money. Making wealth is something else. The intelligent person can conceive, but he cannot make wealth. Somebody else has to bring in the investments. See, it's not everybody's job. Everything is not everybody's job. And none will be satisfied. You see the communist country, they are the worst corrupt countries. And all the great leaders, they are very corrupt and they are very, very distinct to power. They will not let go of the power. They kill everybody. In the name of communism, they have killed. See, West Bengal, what happened? 35 years communist. They killed people and they were very absolutely corrupt. See, all these ideas are wonderful, but it will not work in the society. So in the society, yes, differences are there. But when you are spiritually mature, you don't differentiate because of differences. You see the oneness. But in the Vyavahar, everything has its own place. Accordingly, it has to be treated only. That's Yoga Swami Sular. Naya nadathramar, Naya nadathu, Peya nadathramar, Peya nadathu. Naya means dog. You have to treat dog like a dog, ghost, Pei Pisasu like Pei Pisas. You cannot have everything as one. But from the Supreme, you should have love and compassion for all beings. You should not try to demean or humiliate anything because it's all divine. But you cannot have the same sort of thing to everything. See, our masters are very, very intelligent in all respects. So therefore in the society Vyavahara, there were certain this thing. But heart of the heart, they would never. See, Kanchi Paramacharya and all, he was a very, very traditional sort of sadhu, sannyasi, Madhadipati. But still, you go and ask the ordinary person, a Pamaran, he always feel he is my own. He never ever sort of discriminated that way. But if there is a Brahmana Bhojanam, Brahmana should eat. So that is all there. Niyadi is there in the Vyavahar. But from his heart, he never discriminated. Because that is how it is. See, these half-baked These intelligent, stupid liberals can never understand anything of this world. Like dogs, they will bark, 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 and they will die one day. They cannot understand anything because they're half-baked. They don't have any discipline, they don't have self-control. Somehow they have got some intelligence. They have studied certain books and they want to ape Western culture. So they go on shouting and humiliating all our cultural, heritage. But we also fall victim to them because we are very modernly educated, we are very progressive, we are very modern. You know what? We have all stupid ideas, actually speaking.
But they hijack the universities and
everything. Media, university, all intelligentsia, they have hijacked. Already they have done it. That is why we are suffering that consequences. Anyway, not only in this Bharat, they have hijacked the whole of India, whole of US. Now US is going to dogs. All the Europe, everywhere. If you identify with them, you are intelligent, you are progressive. If not, then you are stupid, you are regressive. You have to be condemned, you have to be banned, you have to be hanged. That is the idea. That is how it is. So therefore, Bhrantasya yadhyat brahmataha pratitam. This deluded fellow, because of delusion only, he sees the world separate or other than Brahman. If he is intelligent, Brahmaiva tat, he knows everything is Brahman only. Like the silver is not there, it's only the pearl. Because he only sees the silver. Actually, it is only the pearl. Idam taya brahmaiva sadaiva rupyate. So whatever is appearing as world also is Brahman only. But if you are concerned or if your attention is only on the Nama Rupa, then it is false. When your attention is on the Nama Rupa, what happens, you have likes and dislikes. So you want one part of it and you always negate the other part of it. If your attention is on Brahman, the whole you accept as one. See, this is always the better approach, to accept everything as whole. But when you start seeing Nama Rupa, there cannot be sort of accepting everything. Because you also identify the body has become an individual. Your likes and dislikes. So certain things you like, want, certain things you don't like. You create division, you create rift, you create problems, struggle. Wherever you create division, you create rift, a problem. Whenever you say everything is my own self, then there is no division. So even among, let us say, ashramites, let us say you all come for 45 days camp here. If you create division among yourself, we are all Telugu people, we are one lot, oh, these fellows are Tamils, these are North Indians. Like that, if you create division in your mind, then there cannot be any harmony. See, there cannot be any harmony. So always we should think we are all seekers. We have come here to study. That's all. Finished. So though there may be here and there a little bit of differences and eccentricities, all should be accepted gracefully. See, everybody is different. Please understand. And we are also eccentric. Likewise, everybody is eccentric. Eccentricities are there. It's part of the personality. So, though it is there, it is noted, but it should not be highlighted. That becomes this thing, dividing and creating differences. So, when you take the standpoint, we are all the seekers here. Yes, we have to give in little bit, adjust. Then you give in, adjust, and there is harmony. No, I am special, I cannot adjust, I am special Akun, I have come from heavens. So, no, my way or hit the highway, if you say, then there is disharmony. Then the other person also will react the same way. Ade, onak avlo timura, na yaar kaamikiren bar. When you say you are so great, I am also great, I am not less than you, I will kick you now. So, there is disharmony. So, when there is vision of oneness, there is harmony. When you create differences, there is disharmony. And there is strife. When you look at that person, you get very angry. You can't even stand that person. Why? You have created the difference already in the mind. In spite of all the differences, if you can see the oneness. But in the Vyavahara, you should be very careful. An institution or a sort of this thing, some people can lot of damages. That should not be allowed. See, that is foolish. I'm seeing everything oneness. If a person is doing so much of damage, what will he do? No, he should be kicked. In Vyavahara, you should be very intelligent and smart. If a person is creating trouble, you should not allow that. But from the higher standpoint, that is what patience is all about. That is what, giving a long rope is all about. Okay, that is fine, everything will be all right. But beyond a point, if you know that it's going to be a real problem for the whole, then the part can be sacrificed. As long as it is not that bad, everything is fine. If it becomes really bad, then it has to be sacrificed for the good of the whole. See, that is what Krishna said. This is bad, this Duryodhanadis are bad. If you allow them, they will just thrive and the adharma will thrive. You have to finish them. See? And how much of long rope have been given to them? Right? At least give 5 villages. This is what the Pancha Pandavas requested through Krishna. Okay, if you don't give us the whole kingdom, that's fine. At least give us 5 villages. Then they said, at least give 5 houses to stay. He said, no way. You are banned. You go to hell. You go to the forest and live there forever. See, what arrogance. No? Then, adukku mela patience kadayadu. Because you are representing something evil, it has to be destroyed. Then Krishna said, come on. Anga vandu Arjuna said, all these are my relatives, I will run away. Ade stupid, or arra koduthu stupid. You are not now sort of a brother or a cousin or anything. You are the Kshatriya, you have to protect the Dharma. That is your Swadharma. Don't cry here, just fight the battle. You are not killing them. I have killed them already. See how beautiful. You are not killing them. I have killed them already. Already I have killed them. Now you just take credit. You just, as if you are killing, you kill and take credit. I have killed them already. This is what Bhagavan said to Arjuna. I have killed them already. What a beautiful Bhagavad Gita, I have already killed them. So who is the real killer? Krishna. See, the people, what they do, they take only this clip. Swamiji says Krishna is a killer. Hindu Swami says Krishna is a killer. And then it becomes viral. That's how you become famous, notorious maybe. Meaning what? The Lord, He does everything. And we feel, I am the doer. And we are worried, will the sin come to me? No sin will come to you because you are not the doer. If you think you are not the doer, if you think the Lord is the doer, sincerely, then no sin will come to you. That is the truth. So here we have digressed sufficiently. If you see the world as something other, that is false. If you see the world as a self, then it is truth. That is all. When you abide in the pure consciousness, this will be very clear. That is nothing other than a pure consciousness. How, you don't ask from here, how. You go there and see. It cannot be explained through words, beyond. That is why in the Atichudi, the 11th one is Odamal Odinan. He revealed through silence. He means the Guru. How? Why? Because it cannot be expressed through words. It's beyond the mind. Only through silence, only in the silence, when all the thoughts subside, everything is clear. When the ego rises and thinks, everything is gone. When all the thoughts subside, in the silence, everything is clear. Only through silence, the truth is revealed, not otherwise. Silence of the mind, everything is revealed. So he shared this knowledge through silence, and the Shishya also realized this truth through silence. Odamal Odinan. Even after that, if you don't understand, Audadam Arunagiri. Arunachala is there, he is the real medicine, surrender unto him. He will take care of everything. No need to worry. If you don't understand all these scriptures, no need to worry at all. In fact, when you understand only, there is a problem. You can misunderstand also. If you don't understand, you are very good. Then what will you do? எனக்கு இதெல்லாம் புரியல, எனக்கு வேற வழி இல்ல போல இருக்கு. God, Anyata Sharanam Nasti, Tvameva Sharanam. When you do that, God will be more pleased and He will take care of everything. The essence of this knowledge He will give you just like that. Po, abdi. He will give you. Instead of you breaking your head and understanding everything, when somebody gives you, have it. How nice it is. So that surrender, bhavana is also difficult actually, not easy. Please don't think that it is easy, because we are egoistic actually. Our egos are very big. We want to dictate even to gods. Hey God, better do this for me. Huh? What do you want? You want 100 coconuts? I will give you. And Lord is waiting for your 100 coconuts. Power. So I will give you 100 coconuts, you please get it done for me. What arrogance. Huh? What stupidity. It is his coconut you are breaking. Thank God you are not breaking on his head. You are breaking somewhere down. His coconut you are breaking, and you think I am breaking, I am giving you coconuts. Tera tujko arpana. Oh. So everything is yours, I am offering unto you. Tera. Good. Everything is yours, I am offering to you. What have I brought? To offer. Only the ego is there, which is false. That's what we are offering unto Him, actually in surrender. We are not offering something wonderful thing we are offering. We are offering the dirty ego, which is false. And we say, I have offered everything unto you. நான் என்னையே உனக்கு கொடுத்துட்டேன், யார் கேட்டா உன்னைய? சீச்சி போ அப்படி சொல்லாம எடுத்துக்கிறாரு. He is very gracious. Now moving on. Next topic is Brahman, its nature. So in the previous topic he has established that everything is Brahman only. When you see something other than Brahman, it is all false, Mrisha. Because you are seeing only the superimposed. It is all Mrisha, unreal, false. When you see Brahman, yes, you are right. So you have to see only Brahman everywhere. If you see something else, it is all an imagination of your mind. That is established through the last topic. Now, what is the nature of the Brahman? Is taken up now. Atha param brahma sadadvitiyam vishuddha vijnana ganam niranjanam prashantamadhyanta vihinamakkriyam nirantaranandara swarupam. And the next verse also should be read together. Nirastamaya krita sarva bhedam nityam sukham nishkalam aprameyam arupam avyaktam anakyam avyayam jyoti swayam kinchididam chakasti. Here the nature of Brahman is beautifully explained. Ataha, therefore, or now we will take up a new topic, which is that Param Brahma, that supreme, that which transcends everything, that supreme Brahma, the absolute truth is what? Sad Advitiyam. Sad means what? It is the Satya Vastu. Sad, it alone is Sad. Advitiyam, how it is? Non-dual. Advitiyam, it is one without a second. So the second is negated straight away. It is one without a second. So Advitiyam, Vishuddha Vijnana Ganam. Vishuddha means what? Pure in its original nature. Vijnana Ganam, mass of consciousness. Meaning what? There is nothing other than the pure consciousness in it. So Vijnana Ganam. because of which everything else is known. But it cannot be known by anything else. It is known by itself. Vijnana Ghanam Niranjanam. No taint of any dirt. Niranjanam. Anjanam means some sort of foreign particle. Dirt. Niranjanam. Means stainless. Niranjanam. Not stainless steel. Stainless. அவ்வளோதான். கரை ஒன்றும் மாசுபடியாதது, கரை இல்லாதது. நிரஞ்சனம். Prashantam. Why Prashantam? There is nothing there other than itself. Therefore Prashantam. So, suppose, let us say, if you are an introvert, if you are just within yourself, in your room, just within yourself, actually you enjoy it, na? You are happy. Appa, oru கூத்து கிடையாது, ஒரு தமாஷா கிடையாது. Suppose this introverted person is dragged by his wife or by his friend for a party, he becomes very miserable. For him the world is too much. His mind is not there. He has to go and smile at everybody, shake hands and blah blah blah, talk some nonsense, sweet nothings it's called as. Like in the wedding, in the reception, everybody comes and shakes hands with the bridegroom and bride, and they have to put a plastic smile. And they introduce also, he is my uncle's uncle. Okay. Then they come and ask you, don't you remember me? How can you remember? Thousands of people introduced on that day. And this fellow is half asleep because he has got up very early for makeup. Oh, he is drugged as if. Like that. And people introduce him. And he has to pose for photos. And in that Yaga Gundam, all smoke goes into his eyes. He is killed that day actually. The suffering starts 5 days, yeah. The suffering starts that day only. So, has band ho gaya. So, meaning what? We have gone somewhere, see. Prashantam, yeah. Prashantam means there is nothing. So, when you are with yourself, there is nothing. How wonderful it is. There is nothing. I need not smile at anybody. I need not socialize. I need not do anything to please anybody. I am with myself. Prashantam. Actually, that is Prashantam. That is why Kaupinavantaha Kalubhagyavantaha. One without much possession, not much relationships, he is quiet and happy. But the extrovert people cannot survive that way. They want some stimuli from the world outside always. And they want socializing. They want, that this kind of a pepping up always. ஏதாவது ஒன்று செஞ்சுட்டே இருக்கணும். They want attention always. For them, keeping to oneself is torture. They cannot stand themselves. They want somebody, or at least some music. Always some music, They keep company because they are scared of loneliness. They are scared of silence. See, Prashantam is a beautiful thing. Adi Anta Vihinam Ekam. Beginningless, endless. It has got no beginning or end. Adi Anta Vihinam. Akriyam. In Atma, the self, there is no change. It is the same. There is no sort of change. What is Kriya? Activity means actually some sort of a vibration or change. There is nothing. Akriyam. Appadi or Prashantam, no movement, therefore Akriyam. The self, the pure self, the Brahma Tattvam is actually Akriyam. No activity there. Nirantaram. Nirantara Ananda Swarupa, Rasa Swarupam. Nirantaram means without any break. Always is the essence of all bliss. Rasa Swarupam. Ananda Rasa. It is not just Ananda. It is the essence of Ananda. That is the Swarupam. That is Brahma Tattvam. And not only that, Nirasta Mayakrita Sarva Bedam. In the Brahman, all the Mayakrita Bedam means the differences created by the Maya, everything is negated there. Absolutely, all the differences. Mayakrita Sarva Bedam, Nirastam, is negated there. No Bhedam there. Nityam Sukham, it is eternal. It will not perish. It will not go away one day. It is there to stay forever. So Nityam Sukham, that is real Sukham. You know what Sukham means? Kam means space. Kam means space. Sukham means the space where you are comfortable. Dukkha means what? Du means always it's negative. That space where you are uncomfortable is dukkham. See, within there is a space, the mind space. When you are very comfortable, peaceful, cheerful, happy, it is sukham. That space is a very good space, very comfortable space. Saukyamarkena. When the space within is very agitated, confused, so much of negativity, dukkham. So this is sukham and dukkham. How is the inner space, mind space? Is it quiet, prashantam, cheerful? No trouble there? You are sukham. You are in sukham. Here, only sukham, the space inside, is so prashantam and anandam, therefore sukham. The mind space is so beautiful. When you identify only with the nama rupa, when you are only in the samsara, the inner space is always confused, agitated, anxious about things, worries, fear. So this inner space is dukkham, very uncomfortable. See? So this is sukham. Nishkalam, it has no parts. I have realized 60% of Brahman, waiting for 40%. So I have realized myself, now my realization is till the knees, then it may come till the thighs, and then no. Realization is Purnam or zero, 100 or zero. Like our teacher used to tell. In mathematics, you cannot score anything in between. Either you score 100 or zero. Meaning what? You are a good student, 100 you have to score. Otherwise, it's zero only. Even if you score 99, it's zero only. If you are a real student of mathematics, either score 100 or it is zero only. So the self-realization also is like that. Either you realize it or you don't. No, wait. Half I have realized. No, little bit more. Got it. No, it flashes like that. You get it. Yapashyati sapashyati. If you don't, you don't. Full stop. So Nishkala means no parts. Part by part you can realize the Brahman. Konjama. No. Nishkalam, it has no parts. Aprameyam, You cannot compare it with anything. You cannot measure it actually. Your mind cannot go there. And the intellect cannot peep into it. So you cannot compare it with anything. Whatever you know is only through your mind and intellect. So you cannot compare it to anything known. It is immeasurable. Aprameyam. Arupam, formless. Avyaktam, unmanifest, not available for the senses and the mind. Avyaktam. Anakyam, no name. No name of its own. Because, you know why? Very interesting. Why you name a child? To distinguish the child from other child. So you give a name. Otherwise there will be confusion. How would you identify an individual person without a name? Hey, you come here. Then everybody will ask, you asking me? No, you. Means it will be a confusion. Hey Rama, come here. Then Rama comes. Hey Soma, go away. Soma goes. But if there is only one, there is nobody else, then why you call him a name? There is nobody to call name there. There is only one. There is nobody even to call name. So why name? So he has no name. Because he has no name, you can call him by any name. Ade Kuttu, Ade Motu, Vada. Because he has not been named. The child has not been named. So you can call him any dirty name you can call him. Is that not so? So whatever you call him is accepted. He is so gracious. All are his names only. But actually speaking, he has no name. He has no form. He has no gunam. He has no kuri. He is beyond. That is why very difficult. And you are asking me to love a person who has no form, who has no name, who has no properties. Properties means, I mean the qualities. Property, no, only property and should I? No qualities. How can you love a person? It's all very hard. Too much to ask now. You love God, love God, love God. How can I love God? But when that God expresses as Rama, Krishna, Shiva, some sort of name, form, qualities, Leela, you know, his compassion, his blessings, then I can love him. It's very difficult to love the self, the Brahman, because what it is, I don't know. It cannot be explained. Then how can you love that? You have to. But the self-love is very natural for us. Nobody need to teach us, you love yourself. Only thing is we have misunderstood ourselves to be this body-mind. Therefore we love this personality so much. But the self-love is natural. In fact, we love only the self, not anything else. So therefore, anakyam. Anakyam means he cannot be called by any name. And avyayam, he will not perish. He will not decay and die. Vyayam means அப்படியே to decay. அப்படியே குறைஞ்சு போய் செத்து போயிரு. Avyayam means he will not change, he will not decay, he will not die. Swayam Jyotihi, he is self-evident. He need not be known by any means. If you drop all the means of knowledge, then he is known by himself. Swayam Jyotihi. Kinchid idam chakasti. And he shines as all this. Chakasti means shines. Kinchid idam. Whatever is here is that Brahman only. So these are all 20 pointers. Gurudev says, these are all 20 pointers to contemplate on the absolute truth. So you cannot explain or indicate Brahman, actually speaking. He is beyond words, beyond the imagination. But the great Mahatmas having experienced this Brahma Tattvam, they, out of their compassion, try to give some suggestions, some ideas. When you contemplate on it, on those ideas, you will be taken closer to the Brahma Tattva. So they are pointers. Like, you know, when you travel, there are sort of boards, like when you travel to Trichy, let us say. Trichy, 50 kilometers. So it points to Trichy, and you are now very sure, oh, okay, 50 kilometers there. So that pointer you cannot hug and say, oh, I have come to Trichy, you cannot say. It is only pointing in that direction. It is not Trichy, it is pointing in the direction where you can reach Trichy. So these are suggestions, ideas. When you contemplate on that, you reach Brahman. But here, you know, the funny thing is, you know what? Mostly all these pointers are in the negative form. It is not that, not having form, not having name, it will not perish, it will not change. What it is cannot be said. What it is not, I can tell you sufficiently. See? Adyanta vihinam, without beginning or end, akriyam, without activity. Like that, you go on, and then you say certain things also, like Nirandara, Ananda Rasa Swarupam. So all those things. So this is Brahman for you. So these two verses are for contemplation. The last word is very important. What is that? Kinchididam. Whatever is here, everything is that only. Chakasti means that alone shines, as the world also. If you see the world from the essential, from the substratum standpoint, it is Brahman. If you say it as Nama Rupa, which is other than the Brahman, then it is all Mrisha. It is all false. That is the idea conveyed here.
What is Kinchididam?
Kinchididam, whatever is here. Idam means here, This means here, whatever is here, everything that alone. Chakasi means shines as whatever here, it shines as that. Now, see, please understand, don't look at the clock again and again. Till 8:15, our class, or 8 tana, always confused with the evening class, right? Oh, that is why people are looking at the clock. Enna Swami mudikka maatengara. Oda maatengala watch. The person who is talking is enjoying. The person who is listening, he is very, frustrated. Enna sayyirathu. Jnatru-jnaya jnana-shunyam Anantam nirvikalpakam Kevala kanda chinmatram Param tattvam vidurbudaha Jnatru-jnaya jnana-shunyam Anantam nirvikalpakam Kevala kanda chinmatram Param tattvam vidurbudaha. Buddha means the wise one. Viduhu means they realize this truth as what? Param tattvam, the supreme truth. What is that supreme truth? Jnatru jnaya jnana shunyam. Means in that supreme truth there is no jnatru, one who is the knower. Jnatru means knower. Jnaya means the known. Jnana means the knowledge. All the three are negated in that param. Shunyam. Shunyam means is not there. So this triputi of the knower, the known and the knowledge is negated here. See? Jnatru jnaya jnana shunyam. Beautiful expression. So therefore, if you see or if you know the truth, you have not known the truth. Because there is no knower. There is nothing to be known. So when you say, I have known the truth, you have created the division of the knower known, and it is not the truth. You understand? Because there is no division of knower and the known. It is one self only. Bhagavan again and again says, are there two selves? One to know and another to be known? It is just one. And anantam, it is infinite. Meaning without beginning or end. Anantam, no conditioning. Anantam, nirvikalpakam, meaning there is no kalpana, imagination of any sorts. Not even the Veda of myself and the other. Nirvikalpakam, no thought modification there. It is just one. And kevala akhanda chinmatram. Kevalamna Tamilla kevalama irkumanga. Adu kadayadu. Kevala means that alone is. Kevala means without any Veda, that alone is Kevala. Akhanda chinmatram. Akhanda means it is not broken into anything. Akhanda, not broken into anything. Chinmatram. It is the pure knowledge. This is called Chin Mudra, which explains or which reveals the Chin Matram, the pure consciousness. So, Akhanda Chin Matram, that the Buddha, the wise one, realizes as the supreme truth. So, it is pure knowledge where there is no division of the knower and known, and it is infinite, without beginning or end, and there is no any trace of imagination whatsoever. Imagination of the otherness or the separateness. There is no vikalpa there. So that is the Brahma Tattvam for you. So we shall stop here and continue in the next class. Om Purnamadha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudhachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.